All right, can you hear me? Do I sound somewhat okay? I hope I do. Um, we're literally at our last ditch effort here. In fact, so last ditch that I'm yeah. And actually, I think I'll move the charging brick over there as well. All right. Really hope this works. Um, my apologies if I don't necessarily read the comments. Um, that's not really a possibility at the moment. This is kind of a last effort. So for those of you who aren't aware, I tried streaming about 30 minutes ago. Something's not right. There we go. All right. We are just making sure. Huh, that's beautiful. Okay, sorry for the weird view. I'll get rid of that. Okay. Um, yeah, I've got the chat on my phone, which I don't really have a place to put. I'm gonna exit out of all of these other apps here. Yeah, I don't really have a place to put this either. Wonderful. Well, I will just go ahead and check in with the chat when I can. Otherwise, we're just gonna get started. It's hot out here, and yeah. Okay. Well, this is a bit of a difficult situation. Um. Otherwise. All right. Hello, hello, and welcome to the very first edition of Legitimate Aviation Live in Las Vegas. We are here in the middle of nowhere at a weird parking lot, um, trying to get good connection and hoping that it stays good connection because the parking lot did not have good connection. All right, that was a WestJet 737-800. I don't have Flight Radar with me. We're kind of lacking on technology at the moment. um, yeah. Anyway, welcome to the very first episode of uh, the Legitimate Aviation Extravaganza, of which is me, going to a variety of different cities, of which this year includes Las Vegas, Seattle, and Minneapolis. And I'm streaming everything that I see, everything that I find. And we're gonna have a difficult time with this gate here, that's for sure. Okay, well, let's fix our focus again. There we go. Right there is a Delta A321neo. One of Delta's newer fleet additions. If you are just joining us, it would be really epic, really cool, really fantastic if you went ahead and liked the stream. It just lets me know that you like what you're seeing, like what I'm doing, and it encourages me to keep going. Of course, subscribing is always appreciated. We got another arrival here. Can't see what it is with this fence, but we'll see here soon enough. This is about the best I can do. That was a Delta 737-900 that just came in, and that is a, I believe it's a Dash 700. I'm too far away. All right. And we're gonna be out here until until one of my devices dies. It's either gonna be my computer from overheating, the battery from overheating, the computer from overheating, or my phone. So I guess we'll see what comes first. But yeah, this is the first and possibly the only time that we'll be out here in Vegas doing one of these epic streams. This is an American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 taking off, going, I would guess, probably to Dallas or something. Because where else does American fly nowadays? Chicago? Alright, I'm gonna get some water. We're running around. Alright, something to note. Smart water is not very good when it's warm. Don't drink smart water when it's warm. Alright, we got a Frontier Airbus A320neo, it looks like. I'm just trying to look at the engines. Getting ready to take off here. I don't see any other arrivals. Not that there aren't gonna be more. There she is. Oh, and while we're waiting for that one, we got an arrival. I cannot see what it is. It looks like... Oh, what is that? Some sort of charter. I don't know which one we want to see land. Or, there we go. And yeah, if you're new to the channel and you're wondering, oh, he's just saying what they are. Usually we do have Flight Radar going. And usually I'm pretty on track with that, trying to figure out where everything's going. Unfortunately, today we are a little bit rushed, to say the least. So, it's I guess I can give you a little temperature update. That'd be kind of convenient. Actually, after this JetBlue departure, we got a JetBlue Airbus A321. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna do a little update here. Get onto the good old handy dandy weather app. The current local time here at Las Vegas Harry Reid, I think, International Airport is 92 degrees. Of course, the real feel is 101, which is just fantastic. Looks like wind gusts are 9 miles per hour. That's just a little Embraer taking off right there. 14% humidity, just even better. Current local time is 11:30 a.m. here on this extremely sunny day. Otherwise, yeah, so that's what's happening. I hope you're all doing fine this, well, at least here it's a beautiful Monday morning. It doesn't feel like morning, but it is morning. And this is a Spirit Airbus A320neo, just landing here in Las Vegas. For those of you who don't know, Spirit is attempting to rid all of their Airbus, like their CO, current engine option, for those of you who don't know, all of their older fleet with Neo airplanes. Whether it takes them 2 years or 10 years, who knows? But that's that's their goal. So you will be seeing a lot more of those. So hopefully, if you fly Spirit, hopefully you like those planes because you're stuck with them. Right in front of you, you're looking at a Delta Boeing 737-900. Looks like he's just heading over to his gate over there. And just following that guy is not him. The Delta Airbus A321neo, of which we pointed out earlier. And lining up at the runway, we've got none other than a Southwest 737 MAX 8, it looks like, from the winglets. I'm going to go ahead and check the comments here. I don't have the comments immediately up, so just excuse me if I'm not seeing your messages. Okay, good. No, I'm missing anything. Alright, we've been live for 15 minutes. We'll see if we can get that to an hour. That's the goal. Where did it go? And as we're watching this, we're going to see another Spirit Airbus A320ceo landing here on whatever runway this is. Sorry, I've got a lot going on. I don't know how noisy it is from the traffic around here, but it's pretty noisy. So I'm like, I feel like I have to yell to all the cars driving by. Um, yeah, I'm in a bit of a busy area. All right, and next on the runway for takeoff is, I believe that's an Airbus A321. Yep, that's the Airbus A321 Neo, not the same one, a different one. Also for Delta, Delta has quite a collection, if I must say. And I lost it again. I'm just horrible at this, apparently. There it is. And if you are questioning what those little shadows are as we're passing by, we happen to be behind a big, fat fence, of which is too tall for me to point the camera over, and the ground is too flat for me to, like, stand up higher to get over it, you know? Not like jump over it, but like see over it, right? So we are doing our best with the situation present. Hopefully one day I can get a stronger connection, because the spot I had was fantastic. We're gonna focus on this Spirit here. This is a Spirit Airbus A320. It's in the older livery that is slowly but surely being phased out. And I am gonna get a sunburn, which is just fantastic. All right. You can see a little bit of the Las Vegas Strip over there. And it looks like getting ready to take off. We have just a little bit of a lineup. We got the Delta 737-900, an American, it's hard to see. It looks like an Airbus A321. I could be horribly wrong. I can't tell. No, that's a 321. That has to be. Or it's a 319. It's hard to see. Got another plane touching down here. Looks like it's a Southwest. Well, it's gonna be a 737 if that's the case. Or it's no, that's definitely Southwest. That is a 737-700. Let's get another view of the strip here. Good old Ferris wheel. Just casually checking my computer, making sure it's still actually on and I'm not talking to nobody. At some point, I have a feeling it's gonna overheat. I'm gonna check into the stream again, see if there's any comments. Nope, I think we're good. Perfect. Thank you so much for those who've liked the stream so far. We're at a whopping 4 likes. That's fantastic. Again, if you are enjoying the stream, I will never complain if you leave a like. It does not take very much effort. It's just a little click, 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 you know? Click, click, click. But it's up to you. It's up to you whether you enjoy this content or not. So, anyway, landing here, we got another Southwest 737 dash. Looks like another. Oh, maybe that's an 800. That's an 800, all right. And he's probably gonna be parking way out over here. That's kind of the Southwest Territory. Um, yeah, Southwest has a focus city here. They don't have hubs, as far as I know. They just have focus cities. They base a bunch of flights out of random places and hope that works, basically. So, right. Looks like next on the departures is that Delta 737-900. I would assume it's probably an ER. Man, you know it's hot when you're just sweating like crazy. You know you're dehydrated if you stop sweating like crazy. Yeah. All right, and that Delta's getting ready to take off here. I think that's a 900. They started adding winglets. No, that's a 900. All right, it is actually hot in here. In here? Out here. I'm gonna get some water. I apologize. And yes, for those curious, that was in fact a 737. I did not grab a good look at it, but it's Southwest, so you can guarantee that much. Next up for departures, we got the American Airbus A321 Neo? I don't know if it's a Neo or not. I don't even know if it's an A321. It looks like one. We'll see here in a sec. And oh my goodness, I am getting tons of messages. And emails, apparently. This is dumb. Alright. Perfect. And for those of you that are new to the channel, if you do happen to subscribe, you got some big stuff heading your way. We are currently on the first day, the grand premiere of the Legitimate Aviation EXTRAVAGANZA, an event of which I travel to multiple different cities. I stream a bunch of stuff, and I show you all the different airplanes that land and take off and all that good stuff at just a ton of different airports, as well as different trip reports on new airlines. I try to focus on new airlines when I do stuff like this. This is the first time I've done something like this. First time I've really purposefully traveled somewhere just to film. Kind of a wild thing to say, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. This entire trip is entirely just to get content for you guys. So, yeah, that's what's happening. We're going through the 19th. Going to be visiting Minneapolis and Seattle. The Seattle stream is actually coming up later tonight. At least if you're in the US, it's tonight. It's going to be at around, what is it? Probably 10. I don't know what I said online. Okay, I think probably 9:30 Pacific time. So that's 10:30 Mountain Time, 11:30 Central Time, 12:30 Eastern Time, and that'd be 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time, by the way. So pretty late at night. But if you're in Hawaii, that's not too bad. That's like 5 p.m. or something. So it just kind of depends where you are. I think in England that's like 7 a.m. or something. Something like that. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned for that. The Minneapolis, we're actually going to try to do 2 Minneapolis streams. We'll see how the first one goes, considering I had no connection at the parking garage here. So the first stream will probably be kind of a test. Because I don't really know how much sleep I'm going to get between now and then. That'll be coming up tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And by the way, that is a Spirit Airbus A320 current engine option. As not very many people actually call it. They just call it CO or just an A320, you know? And stuff is starting to get repetitive here. This reminded me of Boise. But here we got a Southwest 737 MAX 8. For those of you who don't follow my Instagram, which you should definitely do, I actually just flew in on a 737 MAX 8 on Southwest. So, fitting. And I'm actually flying out on a Spirit A320 Neo. So that kind of gives you an idea. Of course, all of the Instagram action is in the moment, as up to date as possible. Obviously, right now I'm not posting anything because I'm streaming. But in the moments I'm not, and the moments I have a moment and internet, I am posting pictures, posting updates, all that good stuff. The first story on there of the day is we'll always have a schedule, at least for the extravaganza, of what's kind of happening today. Every day we'll have all in the moment content on Instagram stories here during the extravaganza. So you guys will always be caught up on where I am, what's happening. And I always have, you know, the estimated time of when I'm streaming, all that good stuff. Obviously, stuff like today happens where I don't have internet and I have to delay things until I find a good spot. But that's just life, that just happens. You gotta accept it. We got a special livery alert. This is the Southwest 737-7, and I believe that's the Missouri one. I'm not too hot with my Southwest liveries. California one's pretty obvious. The Hawaii one's pretty obvious. Texas and New Mexico is pretty obvious. Everything else is kind of a mishmash if I don't know, and maybe. All right, up next on the departures, we got an Alaska Boeing 737-900, I'm gonna guess. I can only see the winglets, it's very far away. That is an 800. And just a little secret between you guys and me, which isn't really a secret, but you know what I mean. I'm actually flying. Well, most likely I'll be flying Alaska later this summer? Yeah, summer. It's still summer. I do have one singular Alaska flight planned. It's not going to be the only one ever, but it's, you know, the only current one booked. Surprise, surprise, we got another Southwest 737-700. Just kidding, 800. Yeah, and hopefully it'll be on the Max 9 as well. So I will be getting the other Max variant in operations onto the channel. So we'll have a Southwest Max 8 and an Alaska Max 9 if the schedule doesn't change, which it very well could. I really wanted to get on a mainline Alaska flight because as a kid, I've always flown, you know, regional and stuff, but that was mediocre at best, and I don't really care to fly regional for content, right? I'd prefer you guys get the good stuff. All right. Oh my goodness. My apologies. I haven't been looking at the chat or the stream because I'm trying to preserve battery and my computer's on the ground. So I'm looking at my phone, which is not the most efficient thing to do while trying to move a camera. But we've managed to gain 4 subscribers so far. So thank you guys for that. And just for that, here's an American A321 with the, what are those called? They're not sharklets. They're like wingtips? Winglets? I looked it up. I actually looked this up. Winglets are what Boeing calls the little tips on the end of their wings, and sharklets are what Airbus calls the long tips on the end of their wings. But no one knows what the actual triangle things are called. I'm sure I could look it up and I'd find out really easily. But I feel like that would make more sense as a sharklet because it looks like a shark tooth. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. And that was a 737-700 on Southwest. I'm hoping we catch the Hawaiian. Hawaiian's supposed to have a departure here one of these days. You know, I think I will just pull up flight radar just so I can see if there's anything else besides Southwest. All right, looking on the departures board, we got a couple Americans, a Frontier, a FedEx, Cessna. That's an interesting one. United in about 15 minutes. Another Alaska E-175. So, nothing huge. I don't know when the Hawaiian takes off. I thought it was soon, but I'm not seeing it. Shoot, yeah. I think in terms of arrivals, whether it's on this side or not, I don't really know. But we should be getting the Discover Airlines A330. I really hope they land on this side because that would be a really epic landing, but I'm a little worried it's not. I guess we'll have to stay up to date on that one. And that's assuming my battery lasts that long. I'm at 8% my phone. Actually, that's just not good in any way because I need my phone, so I have to plug that in. Give me 1 second here. Charger. All right. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here because all of my technology is screaming. My spare battery, which you don't want to overheat, the fan is roaring. I can hear it. I think it's a fan, or I don't, it's buzzing. I know that. Uh, my computer is scorching hot. Um, my camera is actually not as hot as I expected, considering it is the most in the sun. So I'm gonna see if I can get that A330 though. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over. All right, we got that United Boeing 737-900 going to Houston. And yes, I did look at flight radar, so I do know a couple of these. Not all of them, a couple. That guy's going to Houston over there. That Alaska was not on flight radar, so I don't know where that's going. At least I didn't see it. I think that Southwest is heading over to Reno, Tahoe. I could be wrong, though. There's probably a lot of active flights right now. And we got a Spirit A320neo landing here as we speak. And another Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8 taking off here on the runway. And for those of you who are just joining us, my name is Devin. I am your host, and this is Legitimate Aviation Live here in Las Vegas for the 2024 Legitimate Aviation Extravaganza, an event in which I travel to multiple different cities and stream and show off the different fleets and stuff that each airport offers in their daily flights. This is an Aeromexico Boeing 737 MAX 8. I think maybe MAX 9. I didn't look. I didn't get a good look at it. Yeah. We're out in the middle of nowhere next to a really busy street, trying to get some decent footage of the tarmac. I apologize for the fence. Unfortunately, the airport is a secure property, so you can't really, like, not have a fence. Yeah. So that's kind of the situation. And just so you guys know, there will also be a fence in Seattle. The spot I had planned, the airport told me no. So I had to get out of there. I haven't gone there yet, but like they looked at where I was planning on being and they're like, uh-uh. So hopefully I can find some sort of elevated ground. Otherwise, it's going to be probably close to the same situation as we have here right now. But it'll be dark. And for those of you who are here, I just like to say thank you so much for tuning in. I always appreciate the support. Even when it's, 5 viewers, it still means a lot to me. Still means someone out there cares, right? It really does truly mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Watch some airplanes out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am paying for it with a sunburn, so I think that's just gonna be how we roll. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we are going till we can't go no more. And quite honestly, I'd not be surprised if the stream just ends and I don't realize it, because at some point my computer will probably die. I plugged in my phone, so hopefully that charges. Or my battery will explode, which would be unfortunate because I'm standing right next to it. So, I don't think these spare batteries are meant to be out in 90-degree heat, operating at probably not full capacity, probably 70% capacity for long periods of time. That looks like a cool plane. Oh, that's just an American. We got an American 737-800. Oh, just kidding. Max 8. And I need more water.